This in the middle of the Band of Haze stream. Just keep it amusing. So the 25th anniversary of Ranger. We watched it this time. I didn't think it was good as before. I think I've done some streams on this. I don't think the acting was as good as it could have been. I'm going to volume on this. The story could have been a lot more complete, a lot more. There's like Paul Thomas Anderson stuff. There's even Jetman stuff, and it doesn't reach those types of levels. Although Bride does get close to that. Acting's great there. The conflict's a little bit. I don't know. I get a little bit darker actually if you just went and destroyed Bride and Bride was a good guy or something like that, but that didn't happen. Acting was good. I like the characters. Boy's like a ninja. Doesn't do much other than that. Um, he's a great actor. Bry's story's great. Pandora's story in the end. Good family themes, which I get into in a moment. Every child has some sort of issue with their parent, which gets resolved in the end. I didn't notice that rewatching it right away, but like, yeah, it's there. That pays off the Pandora and Geki storyline. I think that was on purpose the whole time. Me sort of has that with like the Dora Split Flower episode or whatever it's called. Episode. There's great action. Like all Super Sentai at the time. Great action, great martial arts. They're all the Japanese sun shows or whatever you call it. Great for LARPers. They should make a LARPing personalized Ranger book. You have skills and a dinosaur or pseudo dinosaur named after it. May does the bow and arrow thing 10 years ago before Legolas does. We used to think that now the Rings isn't a big deal and it's way longer than the gap between now and Lord of the Rings than the gap between those two franchises. Very badass show. Ghost doesn't have much to do, although he's a great character. Very knowledgeable, very second commandy like Zack. He's the leader and has that emotional thing. Family opposed to like romance and Jetman, so it's different. Dan, he's annoying, but like whenever you like that kind of character, it's pretty good. He's great. Bry, they could have done more with Bry actually. Has to do with his whole fate, but like they could have done more like. Well, it has to do with that pretty much. But I wonder if they could do more of this sort of boring, less comical than the Changeman character he played before. But he could have done more. Monsters, of course, great design. Dinosaurs, great design. The upgrades and toys that they make at the time are very good in the show. I like how First Prairie Coun's a lot like Finster Squat's character, I forgot his name. Uses a gun, which is pretty cool. Like how they go after the kids. It already feels like the kids are in danger, which makes a lot more interesting than like Justin beating everybody up. Cool. That's about it. Mega Ranger didn't have much to say. Don't watch the whole series actually. Mega Black is pretty cool. They use them. Very Mighty Morphin-ish. Heroes are very likable in Mighty Morphin, which is pretty good positive. It can't be like Car Ranger before it, but I was like the Ninja Ranger, which I thought was done pretty well. I've heard some criticisms of them from Baron Evans, but like the I felt all the characters were memorable, likable, good storylines. Felt like a classic Toku. I liked it better than Die Ranger or Muskaka Ranger. I'll get into that in a little bit later. But Mega Ranger, I liked it a lot. It was very enjoyable. I'll rewatch it. I didn't feel cringeworthy. It didn't feel like anyone was annoying. Maybe a red, but like it was likable. Like it's not, I understand what the characters what they were going for, and so I didn't really need not really a lot of weakness here. Shrink's my a little weak, but no real weaknesses to the show. Rick Ranger, great special effects. They did phenomenal with the special effects. Really, why I like the show. The ninja wasn't as good. Go Ranger storyline was great. Shinkenja storyline, it's heartbreaking at the time. I don't know if it held up, but like at least it was something. Um, Felt very battle royale-ish with Go Ranger, and brainwashing stuff. It felt very dark. They do brainwashing juggling stuff too, but like, it's really good in Hurricane. The cast can act. If outside the Go Riders, you probably want more to do with a lot of captivating the kids. The ninjas are cool. The felt like it appealed to teens too. Um, the actors did get a lot of fame as favorite Super Sentai of all time, especially in this era. Now so famous. These are memorable team ups. Power Ranger, Bokenger, Gokaiger, and Ninja. Uh, Especially Hurricane Red is an annoying one, but at least he was toned down, especially the later series. Hurricane Yellow is a bit naive. Courage is great. Um, there's the villains. Uh, the one with the female with the black hair was pretty memorable. The pink one just sort of girls the Copy Giants. I do sort of think they're more memorable than Ninja Storm. Sort of to do more of them, although maybe they executed it a little bit more poorly. Especially the humor. Here they're a little bit bland and there's not much to them. They're just ordinary villains. Geki Ranger. The Jan thing still annoys me, but I don't know. People like the story, and I guess it counts. I wish Jan was toned down. Um, like he can't really talk much, and he is a bit of an idiot. And there's not much. They overplayed that part when he could have just been a cool character. It felt like it was like they were breaking ground, or we can't like Last Jedi where it worked. It didn't feel like Last Jedi at all. Genki Chopper was so annoying too. So was Shinken Yellow, but like he did his job and his fans and his antics. The series isn't that bad. Yeah, eventually like RJ if I rewatch Kiki Violet, I enjoyed a lot. Go Buster, haven't really watched the whole thing. Hear good stuff about Enter. And I like Joe Cougar, so I rewatched Go Buster. I was like, oh, the chicken thing, it's a weakness. If we take it, the fan stuff is very annoying, but like they did school stuff. They had like mini Zord Rangers. Basically, they had the weaknesses. They had and it was done by this great writer that's contributed to Toku and anime. It appealed to kids, but like it was also what they did right with the story does right.